doing today? Another day, another dollar, eh guys? What are we doing today? We got another drilling rig move. We're just going out by old Highway 11A, west from Rocky to not our, well, judging by the directions, not our typical rack site that's over there with Cal Nash and Trisons. There's another gravel pit just kind of kitty corner through the stop sign there. At least I think that's not a, they labeled it as a four-way stop, but I don't think it is, so hopefully I'm right. Not that it's the end of the world, because it'll just be right there to go to the other rack side anyways. Stop and get some fuel here quickly, as today was supposed to be the day the truck was going in for a frame inspection, but it got bumped another couple days because we got rig moves, I'm guessing. It's just a guess, wild guess. Fogging up. This will be like rig move number 4 this week. Well, within a week we've done 4, so pretty busy, which is good. Everybody's busy. Everybody likes that. We got to go, today we're taking it from that gravel pit, and we're to go down in Sunchild to the boundary, and then we're only like 1.8 down the boundary and left into and somewhere in there. So not very far. Shouldn't have to jeep off. I think that road is good as long as it's dry. We do have some gray clouds kind of hanging around. Who knows what happened last night out there? Maybe it rained. Let's hope not. It'll be chaining up if it rained. Boundary has made vast improvements. Can't shift from what it used to be. Well, back in the day, you would chain up before leaving the pavement. Well, you turn off on the pavement and then you chain up. Jesus. I'm sucking. Still not a fan of the way this thing shifts. Still haven't had it really looked at. Tune-wise. A lot of people have been commenting that the X15 is kind of lazy. And the throttle response is pretty gay. Not in a happy way. So yeah, not much is new. Got some 101 news. So they've been struggling with trying to figure out why. They fixed it. It was getting hot. Didn't know what was going on. So they put a new head on it. Got it all back together. And it was still hot. Like the pyro was just, you just bobtail, just leave in the yard, go out in the industrial park, do a loop. Hot. Couldn't figure it out. Upon further inspection. So I'm sure Braden feels pretty bad about this, but hey man, this is how experience points work. A part of the turbo, well not a part, pretty much the whole fucking turbo wheel was in the exhaust, because it comes back from the turbo, it does like a 90 or a 180 almost, and comes back, and right there is where the rest of that turbo wheel that blew off the exhaust side jammed itself in there. And of course, like, how often does that happen? But I guess, like, when you took it apart and noticed that the whole wheel blew off out of the exhaust side, you'd be like, well, where's that? Maybe, but I don't know. I have only had like one turbo completely disintegrate, and that was exhaust side in a bed truck. Just as I was leaving the same yard when it was road trains, pulled out onto 2A, started banging a few gears before he even hit the tracks. Bam! Looked at my little convex, because it's tall tail side, and see, wait, is your exhaust, dude? White smoke's pouring out. Hit the next exit back into the park. Kind of idle her back to the yard, pull up to the shop. I'm like, yo, problem. I think I ended up switching trucks and just took somebody else's that day. I can't remember. That was a long time ago. But yeah, that's the only time I've ever had that. but really weird that I would think that that wheel would go that far and get stuck in there like that, because usually the exhaust you would think would be bigger, but it's I want to say it's all 4-inch exhaust, I think. Maybe not. I think at the flex pipe it's a little bit smaller, so I don't, maybe that's where it was stuck. But what's the chances? And of course, maybe you did take a gander down there a little bit but didn't notice without a flashlight, because it's all covered in soot, so you wouldn't see it. You know, it's kind of camouflage up in there. So 101 is back together, and hopefully it's healthy and goes on to live for, you know, another 4 or 5 years before it has another issue. Who knows? I'm sure he's happy to have his truck back, because he only got it for like a week and it blew up, but he was quite happy with it, minus the bunk. He's like, well, if you can do it, I can do it. I'm like, it's a good bush truck, so you'll be happy with it. He's like, it pulls pretty hard. I'm like, it's a good truck. I'll pull this thing for sure. But anyways, let's go out here. I think we're getting the doghouse. We'll probably have to circle around for a second load, and let's move this rig. Let's hope for good conditions, man. We've had 4 or 5 drilling rig moves where it's just been good every move, so let's hope it just keeps going that way for the rest of the summer.
Det var länge sedan vi sågs.
Doesn't fit through those pinholes. caramba! Fucking short light with a long wait. Should have just went, but pickup stop, so can't. Newish trailer seems to be okay. If you haven't noticed, I got that red one that we just kind of refurbished. I guess it's going to Raylan. We got Raylan's Jeep today too, so I don't know. But the boss said that we had a red mid coming. Maybe we got a brand new one coming. Okay. Maybe he canceled the order after I flopped that snubbing rig. He's like, hey, you don't deserve a new trailer. Wouldn't be mine anyways. You know we'd be sharing it. Alright, got some bridge construction here. Taking some time. That's like the third red light. Oh no, I gotta wait 200 seconds and then I get to go. What if that means the other side is already green? What a smoshel.
Looking good. Good news. M2I starting into the new. Thanks, lady. Coming up the hill. Right through here, Jimmy. You might want to wait around there. Yeah, okay. Is it wider down there? Get to the top there, Jimmy. Somewhere.
Yeah, empty wide off the boundary. 1.8. Almost didn't make it where we met those guys at the top of the hill because they got to move
we're
over
turning off the boundary to the left here now. Up.
into the soft stuff there. They've completely locked up, started just to spin a tiny bit.
Kyle, or are you just going in? I'm going in. Okay.
Just lock her up for that hill. I was just starting to break loose a little bit at the like fucking one there.
Copy.
Got this one. Over here. Maria, would you like me dog house?
Yeah, that's gonna be perfect. If you can bring her back like that. Here, what do you got there? You can probably go to the other side over there with that.
Okay, in the far corner?
No, the other side of the rig here.
I can loop around, oh yeah?
No, it'll be backwards then.
Copy. I just got a medic behind me here.
Just let me have a look here. I'll see if there's room for you to kind of half-ass come in by the shack with it. Yeah, if you can back up a little bit, come around the matting, and we'll just unload you right beside this shack here.
Okay.
You might have to thread the needle a little bit here, but I think you'll be able to just stay kind of fairly close to the pickups as you come around the matting, and I think you'll be fine. Fuck, I knew you could do it.
Oh, that was pretty easy.
Yeah, there was a couple inches on each side, Kenny. It wouldn't have gone over, but it fits on the inside. Okay, yeah, I couldn't have thought it would have been over 14.6, that's for sure. If you want to just roll right in by that shack, Jimmy, we'll just grab it off you here, right, Chicken Louie. Sure, yeah. You bet. I can dump it off, too. It should be no problem for me if you want to keep working. No, we're pretty much waiting on shacks here. We got, typical, we got all the wrong shacks first, you know? Not that anybody would have known, but just always the way it is. It is, yeah. So yeah, Red will be coming right to you and he can yank it off you or whatever. Sounds good. Yeah, I can be ready, Red. I'm winching up here, Jimmy. You'll do a loop around the world there with the suction tank and go right in front of the frickin' invert, the tank farm there, bud. You facing out kind of the same way this bed is right now. Copy that. Go ahead, Jimmy. Yeah. Yeah, you're doing good, Red. Like you are. Another 3 feet or so. Drag it right off me. that the bush shack you got there, buddy?
It is, yep. Firm. Bush shack.
Okay, maybe go that way if there's room. Go that way and we'll just kick it off right by these shacks over here.
Just gonna unhook my sling rod, hang on.
You guys will just have to meet there on catwalk end and pass each other somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure me and Kyle can do that. We go short, you go wide, Kyle. There.
I don't know, do you got room to come through this hole? If you do, we'll kick it off in here.
Should be close, we'll give her a whirl.
You can kick it off right beside that red one there if you can.
It'll be at a gross angle, but if you're good with it.
Yeah, that'll be all right.
And just gonna get straight here and fucking kick her off.
Absolutely, yeah, that's perfect.
I'm clear, Red. Gonna be in behind it for a second. I'm picking her up, thanks, Jim. Yeah, don't back up with it. I'll be out here in 1 second. Let's try and get her kind of fairly close to that tank farm there, Kyle, if that's your name. If you don't mind, if you can save us a bit of space. Copy.
You on this one with that picker? We can let that picker get up towards that other end there, possibly he can get on loading there, guys.
Yeah, I'm trying to wave him through there. Doesn't seem like he wants to budge. Great, pulling beside that other shack, and hopefully you guys can get out around you there, Nick and Gibber and the consultant can figure out which shack they need. Okay.
Swamp side, Red. Let's go ahead once there to your drivers. We'll just get that ass end over a little bit more to the swamps. Not much, but right about there. Yeah, straight back there.
Help if I put this ball mat under his tires to get the sub up?
I don't know. Might need something there, but... Keep her coming. I think it'll jump up, Colby. We just might need you to hold on these is all. But, oh, just hold on a sec. I'll have a look here. We'll come back and see if they'll bounce around these stoppers for us. Coming back, Ed.
We're coming right behind you.
Gonna hit these wings here. Yeah, keep her coming. Oh, just step ahead and give her a little bit of a bunt there. Not hard, just lightly, and we'll see if it'll bounce around. Okay, coming back. There we go. Coming back. See if we're coming. Swamps a little bit on the ass end here, Red. Yeah, oh, yeah, there she stopped moving. Yeah, keep her coming. Boardwalk. Loaded at 1 on the boundary.
All over there. They got it. Yeah. What happened? When you can't break off the manager. Oh.
fucking on, off, on, on. Fill the pump.
Need to put some doors on our heads.
Slapped on a set. I was fucking spinning a little bit with the doghouse. So.
On boundary, empty, high boy.
We'll try to play it safe, you know. If I was just spinning a little bit with the doghouse, the pump is definitely going to be a little more challenging. Might have only been because I had to move over for them or the loaded guys coming out, but we'll see. I hate it spitting out and being like, hey, can I get some help over here? Spun out. And then the bed truck's got to come, but he's in the middle of doing stuff. And come save me. 'Tis gay. I don't like being that guy. There's a lot of guys I don't like being. Nah? Gonna pow me right down to nothing, so better off safe than sorry. I did my best. More air conditioning, please. We got the bunk fan on AC. It works really well, actually. I have the fan on its lowest setting because it's so loud. Might as well just put her there now. You know you're going there. Whoa, maximum RPMs. Well, I got about 10 extra pounds in my bags. And this pump sucked right up. Don't want to have to shift right now. It's bogging me down. Chewing just a tiny bit, breaking free. Hey, good call. I would have spun out. Heavy wide one boundary. Rush there, Nick. I'm just climbing the second hill here slow. He's got an automatic, so he'd be able to help me out. 50 heavy wide clearing the boundary at 1.8 onto the taco. Unlock that so I can turn. Makes things smell warm. Why do you have a suicide knob? Because I don't drive on the highway all day, every day. Womp. Womp. Yes, I am actually hucking the gears. That's why I'm just fucking... It's gonna get dusty. Gotta roll that shit up. Channel we're on. Are we on this one? No? This one. High has pump.
Unload beside Joe there, Gerald, anywhere nice and level kind of thing. I'll be grabbing her up Chicken Louie once juice is done and I'm done then.
Shack side? This way?
You better stay to your left and come over by Joel, by the shacks here, you'll see.
Copy.
Put chains on, you're hardcore.
Yeah, I was spinning a little bit with the doghouse, so I figured out better. I didn't want to have to bother you guys.
Anybody coming in? Yeah, one little boy just onto the boardwalk off the Taka. Copy. Get spun around there, Nick, and put it over by the 400 mud tank side somewhere here. For sir. Should be good, House. The only person I heard a pickup come on way back when, but I haven't heard it since. 10-4.
Yo. And I'm shitty at backing up a Jeep, so another reason why I have a suicide knob. And I can't see the fenders on my truck, so I never know where I am. He's in the big truck today.
Trying to fuck off, Colby? I can't see past my tires there. I think we're good, Red. Cody. I got options or just Jim? Fortunately, just Jim. Hey now, if a raise is a raise. Hey, I just saw your mom walk into the push shack. What's going on there? Still keeping the work for the power. You in and Gerald, I can just pull it off you if you run ahead, whatever, freaking 10 feet there or more.
I'll give her one more shot. I just had to build there again. Okay, yeah, it's not moving.
Somewhere there, man. Anywhere there, where's Gerald? I'll get him behind here. Suck her up a bit and I'll get the swing off here, Gerald. You can go down and out. I'm gonna just be weaseling out behind here though. I'll be waiting on you here, Gibbers. Hurry the hell up. What's your suggestion? You can use the pole, but I need you to hurry up and do the job you're supposed to. Can I drive around there and unload by, or wait for you to unload me on the doggo side, or what, should I stay over here, Red? Well, yeah, whatever. Stay over on that butt tank side, Jimmy. They got this plumb pen blocked. Okay. Got his booster, Red. Go fucking unload him. Keep it down, Dribber. Exactly, Frick. Waiting on you, Jib. Fucking Jib. Big driver would have got out and helped unchain the fucking thing so it's quicker, but... Whenever you're ready. I'm ready. Oh, sucker. I'll let the Red Army go here unless you guys want to do 97 on the way back.
Give her, I got tire chains and sweeping and stuff, so you must be ahead of me. I'll do 95.
She needed loving for a couple of days.